thought you'd want.
So it's the penultimate weekend in the Premier League, and it's all still to play for, I hope. With Spurs taking on Villa tonight and United taking on Chelsea, are there any banana skins? Let's get into it. Evening, everybody. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to the run-in, where we're going to be looking at the last couple of fixtures. We'll talk about the fixtures tonight, and we got to talk about how Man City drew with Southampton.
And we have to talk about how Nottingham Forest drew with Leicester.
No, we've done all that while you were off, Daps.
Bo, this is not my channel. I haven't been brought on here to answer to my club's crimes if you're not answering to your club's crimes. And by the way, were you home or away?
Home.
All right, so I pull rank. Cool.
All right. Everyone's link is in the description. Make sure you subscribe to them all. Hooks is there, Josh is there, Specks is there. Daps is there as well. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. All right, let's jump into it. Boys, let's start with tonight's games, right? Because you've got Villa at home against Spurs and Chelsea at home against United. I think the consensus is there is no chance. But Josh, let me kick it off with you, bro. Are you at all worried about tonight? Your record against Spurs is a bit iffy at times. Like, any chance you're worried?
Yeah, because like everyone told me we weren't getting top 5, right? And everyone told me that Unai Emery can't, do the business. So I've listened to all the people on these panels, and they've told me it's not happening. So I've got to be worried. I've got to be scared. But yeah, in all seriousness, nothing but a win tonight, surely.
Bo, you've got the best squad in the Premier League since January, so it was copying, right?
Exactly that. But the only thing, if you want to try and scare us or think about it, is our record against Spurs at home is terrible. Absolutely terrible. We have lost to... we've only beaten Spurs once, I think, in 10 years in the league at home. That's a horrific stat. Obviously, we beat them 2-1 in the FA Cup. That got us through. But I just know that unbeaten at Villa Park in 21 games now. I can't see this.
How did that end for you? The FA Cup run. Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, another.
You can tell you and Daps ain't spoken for a while, but
we haven't spoken for a while.
No, I know. But look, for Villa to still be in contention of where we are right now, going down to the final 2 games, I don't know if that is just a sign of how much everyone else has absolutely juggled, bottled, thrown the last month or 2. I don't know if that's the testimony to how well Villa have done. I talk about the fact that we're 20 games unbeaten, at Villa Park in all competitions. My only thing is that we never do things easy. And I'm sure someone out there, like, I don't know, Arsenal fans, for example, will really like to see Unai Emery choke on this one and say, look, you've got 2 teams in a final. They're going to be pulled, putting out the easiest DOS's squads. Unai Emery won't do it. But I think it's going to be fine tonight. It's going to be fine tonight.
You talk about Hooks. I feel like all those are indirect digs at Hooks, man.
Oh, I didn't see Hooks was. Yeah. Sorry,
I like the way he had to tip of the water at the end, like he was Guardiola when another team had scored.
I thought he was showing the bottle to Hooks, or that's all.
Hey, I'm just saying, yeah. I like Aston Villa, but I don't like Aston Villa while Unai Emery and Martinez is being employed by your club. Yeah. So I hope you beat Tottenham because it's Tottenham. But Man United, I don't care. And you know what? Wouldn't it be great to just see you drop points against Man United and that be it? And then we can all laugh at Unai Emery and Martinez. But truth be told, you probably win your last 2 games. I think I even said that. I said that on P. Davies' stream, innit? Yeah, I think you win. Come on, Aston Villa, really and truly, this Tottenham side, this Man United side, I think if you didn't beat them, that would be the even more amazing thing, to be completely honest. So, man, big up Aston Villa. It's looking like maybe, just maybe, there's a chance you'll be back in the Champions League next season with the big boys. So, yeah, man, credit to you if you can make it. But Let's not run before we can walk. And you still got 2 games to go.
I make them favourites for the 5th spot race, if you like. I really do. I think you just got to give them credit for what they've done in the last few weeks. And I think they're playing well as well. That Bournemouth game, I think people are sleeping on that result. That was a huge result. Huge result. Definitely deserved as well. But huge. That was your hardest game.
Massive. You even said it will be that if Villa win that, we get top 5. That was the one you looked at. And everyone's seen Bournemouth's record. Let me know if on this panel right now if you beat Bournemouth at their place.
We did in the cup. You know, the FA Cup, you're not in the final.
Yeah. No, in the league, let me know. Yeah, that shows how big of a achievement that was.
Wait, is that true?
Right,
no one's won a Bournemouth.
No, we didn't. They beat us, sir.
That makes me feel. Wait, hand up if you held 5 there.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't beat Bournemouth.
No.
Oh, you held 4 at home and you lost away.
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
Yeah. You gotta remind me, bro. I'm very,
By the
well
way,
aware of that.
And by the way, while we're just throwing that in there, after the FA Cup, we've got Bournemouth on Tuesday.
So,
at home or where?
No, at home. We already lost there.
yeah, and then you got Fulham. Fulham final day of the season.
I've been telling you about Fulham away. I told you we needed to fucking beat Southampton and we needed to beat Bournemouth, and I would guarantee 100% we're getting top 5. But we fucked up against Southampton. Now I don't know. I don't know anymore because like I said, bro, we should beat Bournemouth at home. De Bruyne's last game at home, we should win that. But Fulham away, I'm not saying we definitely win that. So.
Thing is, everyone's forgotten about Man City in this. Like, I think at the moment, Specks, I'd say you're obviously Arsenal. I think are comfortable, but out of the teams underneath Arsenal, I think you're the most comfortable. Like, people have just granted Man City here.
No, the Man City, I've always said never ain't well. Later on in the season, I say it's not guaranteed. The Southampton away result was a shocker. It worked out for us or me anyway. And obviously, your result against Leicester, that was a mad bottling. But yeah, bro, Newcastle off, bro. People laughed at me a few weeks ago and never found various other sources and other channels when I said it's not about being end or finishing second, but I said I will push for second.
Nah, we were laughing about you saying second.
This is what I'm saying. People are laughing at me, but
hold on, show me the table. You're still
table there.
Oh shit!
But now,
oh shit!
Oh shit! People laughed at me. People laughed at me, bro. Nah, I don't hear no one saying that.
Who's laughing now,
bro? When we got battered by Villa, that was a disgusting battering, by the way. Everyone said, hold that about you can finish second. You're a joker. Bro.
Hold on.
Go to the library. We go to the library on Sunday, bro. And
so you're playing. So you play Arsenal this Sunday?
Yeah, bro. If we beat them,
you ain't beating them. You ain't beating them.
Bro, wait, going to where?
What's it?
We're going to Specks? No. You got to answer correct.
Let me finish that last sentence, then you come in. I beg you, please. Okay, cool. I was saying, you got no Marino, bruv. You got sent off. Martinelli's not injured, apparently. Rice is he's fit for the season, bro.
No, Rice is back.
He's right. Whatever it is, but Rice is not a threat to me anyway. Like,
is he not?
Last 3 games. Well, the last 3 games suggested that your whole team ain't a threat to me. You can't even score against us, bro. You know, Eddie Howe's got Arteta's number. We know that already anyway. But moving on, we go to the library. Probably get free.
To the where?
Man ain't afraid of Arsenal, bro.
Wait, is Havertz back? Is Havertz back?
I'm not afraid of Arsenal, bro.
Havertz is back. Yeah.
Arsenal ain't the Arsenal of old, bro. It's a new era. I keep saying that, yeah? We're going to finish second.
When you say, hold on, when you say Arsenal of old, are you meaning literally like 2003 vibes?
Yeah, I'm talking about Hawks knows what I'm talking about. You get me? I'm just saying it's a new era with the likes of Forests, the Villas, Newcastle. Do you get what I'm saying? So people laughed at me. Some Arsenal fans say, I don't care if you finish second or not. The season's done, bruv. It's your last game at home of the season. Have some pride. You get me? You're gonna want to get one back over Newcastle. Trust me, you don't want to lose that. Do you get what I'm saying? But Newcastle, I think we're 1 foot in there. And interestingly, which won't happen, if Chelsea don't get a result today, like or 3 points, should I say, and if Villa lose, Newcastle won the Champions League, bro. Did you not even know that?
Yeah, they can't catch you then.
Yeah.
No, but wait. Villa. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Can I just come in with some of the news tonight?
Yeah, please. Talk to us about is it out?
Old kinkies in goal for Tottenham tonight.
Oh my god!
Can you remember old Can you remember Kinky, the guy in the
The
FA
guy
Cup
who
first
did
job?
the miscontrolled skill, and they all thought it was
He's dead
controlled.
now.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So they got Kinky in goal. They got Reguilon out of nowhere. Sergio Reguilon has been like in the
He's still at
Spurs.
Spurs.
He's still at Spurs.
Regular
They've got Archie Gray in that midfield with Odebert. They got Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's playing.
He's good. He's good.
And then they just got a little
Big
bit
up
of
to the
Sonny
comments,
just for the
man.
graphic. But yeah, the only thing I'm annoyed about Villa tonight is my main man's not in the team in defence, which I'm not happy about. Oh, Tyrone. No
Geordie
Tyrone.
Jet.
We've got Paul Torres in there again. So
Oh,
that's
is
a
he?
bit frustrating. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating.
Every time he's
yeah,
played,
yeah.
you've had a meltdown.
Oh,
And
It
the
doesn't matter when you've got the best squad in the Premier League. You will see rotation
Facts.
sometimes. To be fair,
But yes, Daps, you're a very smart man. Actually, that's a great point.
Yeah.
But you know, Villa haven't lost when Mings has played this season. We're unbeaten when Tyrone Mings hasn't played. So yeah, and he's dropped Luca Dean's got Matson in, but we're pretty much set everywhere else. But yeah, Spurs' team is. And the fact I've just seen Kinky in goal.
Wait, read the team
Yeah,
out, Josh. Read Spurs' team out.
Just a quick question: Is Rashford playing?
He's injured. No, he's not in the squad still. Yeah. So
are you happy about
Spurs,
that? Are you happy about
Yeah,
that?
no. Okay.
Rashford
I'm not doing that because I'm happy that he's injured. I'm doing
Um,
that because I took him out of my FPL and I didn't want him to end up playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's all right. They got Kinky in goal, Jed Spence, Danso, Ben Davis, Reguilon, Pape Sarr, Archie Gray,
prick.
Odebert.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop
Mikey
you guys.
Moore.
Stop. Have you guys seen what Everton have called their new stadium?
No, go on.
Nah, bro.
Everton Football Club is proud to announce Hill Dickinson as the official naming right partner.
What? Say it again.
Hill Dickinson is the new stadium name.
Why for that?
Hey, do you know what? Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna laugh because it may have some connection to Hillsborough in it. Because I hear Hill and then I go.
Nah,
okay,
it's a company, man. It's a
Oh,
company.
it's a company. Okay, cool. We can laugh then. Hill
I think it's a company, yeah.
It's a company called Hill, Dick and Son. Or it could be Hill, Dick in Son, which is even worse.
That's what it is.
Oh, allow it.
Wolfie, 1 second, Wolfie, yeah?
Yo.
Just to this Newcastle fan, football madness. Man said this Newcastle fan is so delusional. I'd be happy to get a point at Emirates, bro. We already beat Arsenal at Emirates.
Yeah.
Like that don't make no sense, bro. Have some more faith, bro. What do you mean? How's that delusional to think we can beat this Arsenal team with these injuries at the Emirates?
When was the last time? Wait, when was the last
This
time
arrogance
you
is
been
mad.
at the Emirates in the Premier League?
Bro, winning at the Emirates, period, bro. That's what you're trying to say.
Was the last time
Bro,
at the Emirates in the Premier League?
The last time was when I think my boy Now Ranger was in that team. And
There you go. You ain't been there for a while.
Big up to Now Ranger, by the way.
You ain't been there for a while. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's relevant to that comment. You get me? We can't beat this Arsenal team, regardless what competition. Like what we doing here? It's Arsenal, bro.
Okay.
So just confirm the last time you beat them was when?
Remember, I have your number. Yeah, and I'm remembering all that.
Hooks, yeah, the same chat before the semi-final. Before remember the chat you had? And you going viral?
Yeah.
Remember that semi-final, bruv?
Okay.
Brother, be careful, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't Steve McCarran's Newcastle, bro.
Hey, carry on.
Right.
Yeah, we'll find
You got the
out.
football madness anyway. But anyway, I just thought I'd put it out there. To say man's delusional.
I just think Spurs are fucking. Sorry, he's probably not past the watershed. Bastards.
I mean, do
they not realise there's as the show is called, there's a fucking Champions League running, yeah, and they're putting out a team like that.
It's a good team.
Fucking pricks, man.
Good team.
Just strong. We've got to respect the opposition. I mean, look, we know
I like the way you're laughing. You better lose tonight. The way you're laughing.
Let me just read this team out so everyone's clear on it, right?
I hope you get battered. Look at him smiling. Look at this prick below me smiling, yeah? You better get battered. Look at him. He's laughing.
It's a tough game. Kinky and goal. It's a tough game.
Yeah, but Josh, if you lose this,
the arrogance of laughing at him, he's literally in stitches.
Just seriously, this team is embarrassing, man. Look, here it is. You got Kinky in goal. My boy Spence. Come on, Spence, man. Danso, Davies, and Reguilon. So Spencer's going right back, I assume. Sarr in the middle. Where's Gray's going to play in midfield finally? Odebear more probably what on? How's he running this front three? More on the left, done up front, Tell on the right. I don't know.
However he bloody wants, mate. Do you know what I mean?
That, by the way, that tells shit. Are we all agreed that tells shit?
Yeah,
Man, he's a
he's
flop.
just-
I told you it was a flop.
Awful, man.
That midfield scares
That's
me.
a bit
The
harsh.
Spurs.
Shut
That
up, Josh.
midfield.
I swear to God, if you even draw tonight, Josh, right, after the way you're taking nothing.
Yeah, that'd be sick. They ain't
I've
drawing.
never seen him this confident pre-match, man.
Well,
Only against
Villa as well,
PSG.
isn't it? It's at Villa.
It's a
Oh,
scary
do you remember the
yeah.
Villa that he told us he hasn't lost since they lost to Arsenal like 30 years
Yeah,
ago?
but
Is that the one?
the thing is Villa at home. I do actually hear what you're saying on Villa at home. Villa away, yeah, they're still winning against this Spurs team, but Villa at home, nah.
I don't know how Onana, John McGinn, and Kamara are going to deal with that
All right,
midfield.
so
That's scary.
let's ignore Villa for a second. Chelsea, and there's no one from Chelsea. Are Chelsea against United home or away?
Chelsea are at home.
Well, actually, United are better away from home than they are at home, I guess. But
This is
Wait,
Chelsea.
do we have to back United tonight? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Maresca's not got it in him. This is bottle job. And do you know what they're all going to do? All the Chelsea fans, but we create so many chances. If only we had a number 9. Oh, guess what? You had a January transfer window. I didn't give a fuck if you complain about not having a number 9. That's where you address the issues. I can't listen. I'm sick of it, but we're so creative. If Jackson could hit a barn door, mate, honestly, I'm feeling that vibe.
They haven't got Miss Jackson up front either, have they? He's suspended.
I'm sorry, Miss Jack.
Does it make a bloody difference, bro, whether he's there or not? That's what I've seen.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, but
True.
I don't know. So, look, I think for me, the Chelsea game doesn't matter because if Villa drop points, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's back in my hands. If you drop any points, it's back in my hands.
Wolfie,
somehow.
is this hopium or what?
This is what's above
Different
hopium,
Wolfie, man. This is a different stuff. I ain't heard you for a while still. What are you saying, Wolfie? You're not feeling
What is
confident?
above hopium, right? Because there ain't no way you can lose to Spurs, right?
Now,
Every time.
copium is above hopium. Copium is above hopium.
What's above that?
Above that, it's winning the Euro Millions. It's
dreaming,
winning the Euro
dreaming.
Millions and living a nice life. That's
I
what I see it as.
I will first realize you need Man City and Chelsea to drop points.
No, just Villa. Just Villa.
No. Well, I mean, not even just Villa. Because if Chelsea win all their games, you don't make top 5.
Yeah, bro, but you can't run that narrative because I've got Chelsea. You hear me?
Yeah. You got.
That's what saves us a little bit, isn't it? That is what saves us that little bit. The fact that you two have got to play each other. I forgot about that, you know.
Oh my, Wolfie, man.
Techie one, you know. That one's techie last day. Hey.
But this is why I wanted Southampton done, because I didn't want to go into the last game of the season away at Fulham and having to look over my shoulder at what other teams are doing. And now that's where I'm going to be.
Oh, we all play at the same time as well. Next
Yeah.
weekend is going to be interesting. Next weekend is actually going to be mad interesting.
I think,
Bro, next weekend, if Forest have to win to get in, I can't. I hate final day dramas, man. I hate final day dramas. Like, I was in hospital last season because Forest had a damn heart attack, man. So, like, I can't deal with
how's Andy a new member? How's Andy just becoming a new member?
Big up. No, he's not. It's 13 months, my guy, Anthony. Andy, sorry. Big up to Andy. Year and a bit. Guys, make sure you're subscribing to all the boys. All the links are in the channel. Get them likes up as well. And yeah, I just want to talk on Man City because I just feel they're going under the radar a bit because of what Forest did against Leicester. I feel Man City got away with the whole Southampton thing.
With one game. With one game. Let's remember, because when you're saying going under the radar, you are meaning literally one game, right?
But that was Southampton, man.
I hear it, but like that was a bad game. I can't really talk on it because I didn't watch it, bro. But
you know what Diaz said?
Yeah,
that's salty, man.
Yes,
He's out of order for that.
Bro, do you know what it is? It's one of them ones, that I can't stand when managers or players come out, especially if like what you would see. I'm going to say a top 8 team, right? If a manager or player come out of a top 8 team that spent a lot of money and start talking about the other team playing a low block or anything like that, I think, well, what did you fucking expect, right? Furthermore, he's played for City for 4 seasons now, yeah?
Yeah.
He's used to 4, possibly even 5. It might be. This might be his 5th season. So he's used to low blocks, right? You can't come out and use that as an excuse because
it's like it's never happened before. What happened in front of us
against City by a team that's literally got 11 points all season? Bro, what are we doing? It was shit, bro. It was shit. Yeah.
But are you boys seeing any cracks in City off that? Because City obviously dominated. They had bare chances and stuff and didn't really convert. Do you suddenly look at Bournemouth and do you think Bournemouth think to themselves, okay, we'll just sit back. They would have just played the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
If they scumbag a draw out of you, that puts you on 66, meaning you need something out of Fulham away. Is anyone like saying City are safe or not?
We're not safe. We're not safe because the thing is, it makes me look at this FA Cup game now because we were on a good run. I'm not going to say a good run of form, playing amazing football, but we were on a good run of form going into that Southampton game, and then that now makes me right. So we've got an FA Cup final that we want to win. It's going to be De Bruyne's last time at Wembley. If we lose that, then I worry that there might be a bit of a fucking real knock on the confidence. If we win that, then I worry.
Who's got the kids, man?
What's going on there? So like domestics.
My bad.
Someone had a few too many and started taking it out on someone. Fucking hell.
Kicking off in Josh's household.
Is that someone who's proposed to and they've said no, man? We got a lot of rejection.
And if we do win it, then do we go out on the piss? And then fucking we're in a bit of a weird situation because Bournemouth at home, not an easy game. I'm not saying.
So what are you saying? Do you make it or not, Daps? Like you're spinning about 7 different plates in that story.
He ain't sure.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, bro. I'll be real with you. I'm not sure. If we would have beat Southampton, like I said earlier, we're getting it. But at the moment, it's fucking we fucked it up. Like we've done usual City I'm used to, We've made it difficult for ourselves right now because we have to. Right, if we beat Bournemouth, we're going to go up 68 points, right? You'd then probably be pretty confident. But so we might be lucky to say, do you know what, beat Bournemouth and we're pretty confident we're going to get it. But it's not going to be done till the last game of the season now. And
Bournemouth, you're done. That puts you on what, 68?
68.
68 is done because we can now only get 68.
No, because but fuck you, man. Yeah, I'm thinking about Villa and Chelsea. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Only one of those need to miss out if Forest miss out.
No, because Newcastle I think are going to be there, right? I think Newcastle. Who have you got? Newcastle got Arsenal and.
Yeah, I'll show you the fixtures. Here's the fixtures.
Right, Everton at home. There we go. So Newcastle have got it. Newcastle are there for me, right?
One foot in.
I don't know if they lose to Arsenal. Are they safe? There's pressure on that.
Switch back to anything.
They're safe. They're definitely safe. They're beating everyone.
How you do that? Do you use OBS?
I can show you the trade secrets.
Right, cool. Right. So I think Newcastle are going to be there. So then if we were to beat Bournemouth, we go on 68, right? If Chelsea win tonight, they're on 66. Yeah. And if Villa win tonight, they're on 66. So then ultimately, either of those two could overtake us, Both of them.
Okay.
Where's the last game? Is it Forest or Chelsea?
Forest. Do you want to borrow a shirt? I can lend you a shirt. I can lend you a shirt.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I still think for me, we need at very least 4 points. At very least 4 points, and we just about can scrape it because our goal difference is better than everyone else's. But it's squeaky bum time.
Do you know what's tricky though? One thing because this table doesn't show it, but Man City have to go and face a Bournemouth team that are actually still fighting for the possibility.
Exactly, exactly, bro.
And Hooks, you're bang on. They have to win or they're out.
What about Fulham? Are they still?
Fulham are still in it.
Fulham are actually.
Fulham are done. Fulham
are done.
They're not done.
If Fulham win,
got to bite that home to Everton. Like, come on, bro. They're tapped out, bro.
The only way that Fulham are done is if Brentford.
Shall I tell you what, Hooks? Fulham have got Brentford next. How about that?
Brentford are
that's a 6 pointer. That's a 6 pointer there as well.
Brentford at home.
Potentially, though, our last 2 games at this point right now, our last 2 league games could be against teams that still have something to play for.
Yeah, they are. Right? Yeah.
So they're not. Josh, I can see you getting excited.
All I'm going to say is I've got to go.
You're convincing me that I'm still alive.
I've got to go in a second. Yeah, no. I've got to go in a second because I just got to go jump in. But all I'm going to say is please work out your team's points because we're having 69. All right, Villa end on 69 points. So do the maths. Do the maths. Do 69 points, and then go from there. Okay, and funny enough, 69 Kinkies and goal for Spurs tonight. It's all going to be a happy night for the Villa. All right, and I'm about to go. So I'll see you all later.
Josh, this will redirect to Josh's stream. You didn't watch a lot, night.
Someone check up on Josh in 20 minutes.
Yeah. So go check. We'll redirect you there.
And if we lose, there's a massive power cut where I am.
I'm just telling you, Josh is running his mouth meister out here, right?
All right. Anyway,
in a bit, Josh. In a bit.
Good luck to your teams. Cheers, guys. Ta-da.
So boys, like, he's running his mouth way too much for me there, man.
Bro, I don't think he was running his mouth to us. I think off camera, I think he's about to get a beat down. The way he was looking up then was like someone was about to slap the tape out of his mouth. Yeah.
It's mad.
Let's touch on this Chelsea game, right? Tonight, boys. Chelsea Man U. I mean, I think was the last one at the Bridge that 4-4 last season. Was it that one? That crazy game where they drew 4-0. It's like crapping it down with rain and everything. Man U were dusty. Chelsea were dusty last season. Chelsea should win this, shouldn't they? Huh?
They should.
Yeah, they should. They should. But Man United are better away from home than they are at home.
Yeah, but there's better and then there's good, isn't there?
And the other thing is Man United seem to do is like they just seem to fucking like win random games that you don't expect them to win.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing. You can't work out a pattern with Man United, right?
Yeah, you can't. You really can't.
You can't work out. Bro, they went and beat Bilbao 3-0 away from home, right?
Yeah, just crazy.
Yeah, against 10 men.
No one predicting that. Yeah, but it don't matter, bro. They were the better team.
No, they battered them over on both legs. I think Man United are tapped out of the league anyway, but they might want to come with a bit of pride because it is Chelsea. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they're tapped out, which is disgusting, by the way. Do you get what I'm saying? They're all tapped out, bro. Like in Europe, they somehow can raise their game. Look at that game against Lyon, bro. I know they had 10 men in that, but to raise, you get what I'm saying? They're tapped out of the league, which is disgusting, but it's kind of fooled almost in a way. It's like a free hit almost. But Chelsea, they've got to do their job, haven't they?
I think it's similar to remember last week? I think it's similar, like I was saying, the Nottingham Forest Leicester game. Like on paper, it's one of those games where, you would expect the better team to win, but it's not a derby, but like over the last 10 years, they've had a mad rivalry. So I feel like it's one of those games that Man United will just get up for. And the fact that Chelsea already have problems putting balls in the back of the net without, with having a striker, them without a striker, it's only more alarming. Like I can see Amorim just setting up really defensively solid, and then just saying, "Hey, man, we know that Chelsea are gonna want to play with the ball. Just as soon as they push up on us, hey, if we can break on a transition, grab a sneaky goal, let's go for it." Ahmad is back, and I feel like Ahmad is someone that can change a game. You never know. Like any Chelsea fan that thinks this is like a guaranteed 3 points. They're smoking the rocks. It's just that simple, man. So, hey, I got it down as a draw, personally. But obviously, I would like to see Man United do me a favor here. I can't lie to anybody.
Yeah, you a favor. Why you a favor?
I need my agenda to run because all I have right now to fight for. This is the only thing I have left is I can be the only London team in the Champions League next season. That's the only thing I have left. The only thing.
I see the way Geordie Dredge was looking at Wolfie when looking at Hooks when Hooks said that, right?
No, back that first. Yeah.
You think you've got some rivalry with Arsenal right now, innit?
In me, not
Yeah,
at all.
bro.
No.
Everyone
That's the
does.
Arsenal fans that do that.
Everyone,
No,
no
I'm
one
watching
knows.
you.
That's the other side.
Arsenal aren't talking about you. You're talking about Arsenal a bit at the
Oh.
moment. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Ever since you said that second place,
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Yeah, but it's part of the narrative, isn't it? We've got Arsenal coming up on Sunday. It's a big game for us.
Oh, yeah, big game. Oh,
So
yeah,
obviously, I'm going to talk about it and say, look at me. And big up to Ricos as well. That was in the chat as well, saying I got too much optimism. I don't understand this, the optimism business, bro. Like, put some faith in our team, bro. You get what I'm saying? Arsenal, ain't no much better than Newcastle, bro.
in it, bro.
Bro,
Newcastle won a trophy, and all of a sudden, listen to the bass in his voice.
Bro, I keep hearing that.
Yes,
I keep hearing that. Well, bro, look, come on, bro. Is there any difference between Howe and Arteta? I think Howe's better, bro. Howe's got Arteta's number, whether it's the league or not, or blah blah
why
blah.
Why is he better? Why is he better? Why is he better? I need to know. But why? No. I need to know. I want to know why is he better? Why is he better?
I mean, recency bias. He's won a trophy.
I'll give you some of the reasons. I'll give you one of the reasons. Last 3 transfer windows have been non-existent for Newcastle United, bro, with players leaving. So he's not getting back because of
pretty much the same. For Arsenal.
No, Arsenal ain't got no PSR problems, bro. And Arteta has spent over 700.
No. But in the last 3 windows, Arsenal have pretty much done nothing in the transfer window.
Brother,
What are you talking about?
We didn't do anything in January. We didn't do anything in this January. That just went in the summer.
You were active.
No. In the summer, we only signed Calafiori and Marino on a permanent, but we only signed them through sales of other players
and Sterling and
we didn't add to our squad. Yeah. We kind of chopped and changed, and then we brought in Neto and Sterling on loan, who I think everyone here can agree.
It don't matter. You brought in players to strengthen.
Everyone here can agree. Sterling, worst signing ever made.
Yeah, but you still signed him.
Wait.
Marino's been your number 9.
Relax. I don't need people to jump in every 2 seconds. Let me finish, and then you can come in at the end. And then the January before that, we didn't sign anyone. So if we're talking, if we talk about expectations,
absolutely.
But if we talk about expectations, but if we talk about expectations, you expect Arsenal to do a lot more in a transfer window than the only reason you signed Marino and Calafiori is because you sold Smith.
Hold on, let's not change the argument though.
Let's
not change the argument. The argument is about Arteta.
Give me some of the reasons.
Wait. When did you sign? Okay, cool. It was last summer you signed Tonali, innit?
Bruv, whatever it was, bro.
Summer before.
Last 3 transfer windows have been non-existent, bruv. And when we did get
anyone in the summer, did you sign anyone
in the summer? In the summer of significant, it was Lloyd Kelly on a free.
No, who did you sign?
Don't lie. You got a keeper as well, bro. You got a keeper as well.
That's scummy from you, though.
Oh, come on, bro.
That's scummy from you, Wolfie.
22 mil. Blackadimus, bro.
That gets game time. That gets proper game time. Lloyd Kelly was getting game time. He was for free.
Yeah, but we had to hold Sterling. Hooks had to hold Sterling on the list.
I told Sterling and Neto. They don't get game time.
Arteta and the boys had some choices to make, and they were free to make those. PSR were holding them back, bro. But let go Minty.
But we didn't move the way. No, but we didn't move the way because of PSR.
Bruv, how is better than Arteta, bro?
Hey, but the thing is,
has built his own team and won a trophy.
I'll say
Arteta
this season,
won with Josh's manager.
This season,
his team.
This season, I would say that Eddie Howe has performed better than Mikel Arteta. I actually think Eddie Howe should win Manager of the Season if he makes Champions League football, personally. But to say that Eddie Howe is better than Arteta when both of them have won 1 trophy in their times at the clubs that they're currently at, and Mikel Arteta has performed immensely better. It's not even close.
700 million
spending immensely more.
700 million pounds.
Plus.
All right, shall I tell him what you said?
With his own team. With his own team, Hooks. With his own team, he's built like Eddie Howe did.
But
not even close.
Let me bring Joey. Let me bring Joey in. But just so the panel know, Hook said yesterday to George that he thinks that Arteta should have been nominated for Manager of the Year. Just on that.
Again, we're not going to do Did you know what?
Arnie should win it. Arnie's gonna win it, bro.
YouTube is actually annoying me because the way that people lie and spin what I say.
George said it. George wasn't me.
So what I actually said is I don't understand why managers like Thomas Frank and Vitor Pereira have been nominated ahead of Mikel Arteta for manager of the season, because performance across a 38-game season and the fact that Arteta got to a Carabao Cup semi-final and a Champions League semi-final surely should play some factor than a brother who I got Wolves and yeah, they're not going to get relegated now. When really and truly they was never going to get relegated because all of the championship teams.
What is he in? Is he in the running for manager of the season?
Yeah, he's nominated.
Yeah,
Sure.
I wouldn't say Vitor Pereira. I get where you're coming from, Hooks, but with where Arteta is, like there is an expectation for Arteta, unfortunately, early in the season, and like regardless on like what happened during the season, like I get where you're coming from with what his circumstances were and how he still overcame those circumstances. Is where you're coming from,
you know, comfortably. Whole season.
Sure, but where I see where you're coming from, okay. But with his expectations in the beginning of the season, he's never going to get it. He's just never going to get it with the expectations that he had this year.
This comment here,
with Arnie's going to win that, right? Like, there's no doubt about it that Arnie's going to win that.
Sorry,
I'm with him. I'm with this guy.
No, but I get this whole. Oh, we're Forest. We're Newcastle.
Yes.
We're on the come up. Cool. Yeah.
Alliance.
I get it.
I'm even in black and white today, Specks.
No, but that comment's all good. I'm not going to not being those two managers. He's put maybe Slot. Not maybe Slot. Slot has to be in there. You can't, come on, man.
Who wins that? Like,
I think it's Eddie Howe. I think it's Eddie Howe.
Why though? Why? I hear it because it's his first season in the league. I hear it, bro.
Yes.
I hear it.
How can you even ask why on that?
That's it. That's all
you could put Kieran McKenna in that Liverpool.
Expectations of the football.
Kieran McKenna won that league, bro, with that Liverpool team.
But Hooks. I'm sorry, Hooks.
Eddie Howe won that league with that Liverpool team.
But your expectations, the expectations for your football club this season is where you are in the Champions League spot.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's his expectations, Hooks. Hooks, that's his expectations.
Oh, no. Okay, what? Specks' expectations.
His expectations is for them to get into the Liverpool's expectations wasn't to win the title this year. You see what?
But he's right. He's right.
Saying Specks' expectations. But we're saying Specks.
Mine was Europe. Mine was just Europe. Mine was a Champions League.
We can't do that. No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah, but the expectations for Nuno was Premier League. God, Joe.
I got a ton of time. I got to get back to work. I don't
God,
have a ton
Joe.
of time. Okay.
Yeah, Joe.
But like even if he does finish his expectations was Europa, okay, he just finished a step ahead. Finishing winning the title is a way bigger accomplishment than Specks going from Europa to where he is now.
No, but you're missing.
So what are you saying, Joe? Should be Slot then?
You're missing out on context, though.
It should just be Slot. Like
let's do a poll in the chat.
Edith Howe finished second.
You're missing out on
I'm
context.
not saying Howe shouldn't be nominated. I'm just saying Slot should win.
You're missing out.
Let's be real. Let's remove Eddie Howe from this. And I know this is a Nottingham Forest channel, but I'm sorry. But Wolfie, I would hope you agree with me that, listen, if Nuno carried on the job that he was doing in January, through to now, I hear it. Bro,
100%.
Where you are now, putting Nuno in it, no, because he hasn't got the... And again, if you get Champions League football, maybe, but you're probably the least likely to get it at the moment. Like, he's fumbled the bag. Ultimately.
Yeah, but what I would say, though, Daps, on that, is called manager of the season, not manager of the last 6 weeks.
No, it's manager of the season. And the season, bro, the season is what you achieve in the season because people...
So Forest achieving Europe...
If you achieve Europe, but it's looking
we are guaranteed Europe. We're guaranteed Europe.
This is a big. There's no reason. There's zero reason why Nuno shouldn't be nominated. Zero reason why Nuno shouldn't be nominated.
Okay, that's a bit unfair. But
do you know what? That's a good comment. Sorry, someone just made a comment that if Wolfie, if you're saying it's manager of the season, not the last, put up that comment from Bro, it's Momo. Well, in that case, if City get Champions League football, you go, well, City were fucking awful, and in the last however many many weeks came through and actually still managed to turn.
But you got to add expectation into it, Daps.
gotta
You
add
have to have
expectation, Daps.
expectation.
Yeah.
So
I
gotta
just
add
think it's slot or how for me. Slot or how.
So it has to. Do you know why it has to be? So for
Definitely
me,
Slaughter House.
do you know why it has to be Eddie Howe? Yeah, because you have to take in the context. Yeah, not only and let's be honest, Newcastle were not expected to get Champions League football. So on top of them not being expected to get Champions League football, there's a world where they could finish second, but they're going to finish second or
and a
first.
trophy.
And I feel like both of them is a lot higher than what any Newcastle fan or anyone inside of Newcastle would have expected. And then on top of that, Eddie Howe won Newcastle their first trophy in like 71 years, beating Slot.
Beating some good teams. Beating some good teams. Beating the title winners.
Yeah, he beat Slot. He actually beat Slot in the final.
I get you. I get you.
Some
You
respect on Eddie's name, man.
you can't understate the job that Arnie's done. Coming in
We're not.
first year
We're
and
not.
winning the league. You can't.
Yeah.
You just
We have to
can't
remember
understand
there
it.
was- by the way,
I think Eddie Howe is a phenomenal
One at a
manager.
time.
I just don't think he's the manager of the year. I think he should be nominated, but I just don't think he should be the manager of the year.
It's easier for Slot and Liverpool to win the league than it is for Eddie Howe and Newcastle to
That's
beat.
what I'm saying, bro. I think you put a few managers
disagree.
under the
I
helm.
disagree.
Hooks, if we go back to last summer, let's go back to last summer, right?
He won it by 15 points.
Last summer, Liverpool finished third. Yeah, Arsenal finished second. Right, Liverpool did not buy a single player that summer. Yeah, now we're not going to go back into who Arsenal bought, but Arsenal bought 3 or 4. All right, Chiesa, but come on, bro. Right, Arsenal bought bro. When people say he will, I do agree with you. He did have a spine, The one thing that Slot had was a spine that had won it before. But we can't say this is Slot walked into the Premier League champions and just won the league again with them. They finished third.
Exactly.
They didn't strengthen, and he still managed to jump above Arsenal, jump above City. For that reason, he should be
Did
there.
he have to change?
I'm not taking away from Slot. I think Slot comes in easy.
Give it ratings, definitely.
I come in for me as a manager of the season. I think he comes in easy second. Yeah, but the thing is, for me, it's all well and good saying, all they got was Chiesa and yada yada yada, and then he's leapfrogged Arsenal and Man City. Arsenal and Man City have both had really bad seasons. Yeah. Like I'm not trying to take away from anything that Liverpool's done, but it's just
Are you calling your season a bad season now, Hooks?
Of course, we've had a bad season.
Sorry,
I've won nothing, and I'm now.
What was last season for you?
Last season, we did really well. Last season,
hold on. Where did you finish last season?
We finished second.
And where did you come in the Champions League last season?
Quarterfinals.
Right. Okay. So you're potentially still going to finish second.
No, but
the semi-final
we've regressed. But we've regressed because we've regressed. Because can you put the table back up? Because I can't believe I even need to explain this point.
The points. I get it on the points.
Someone as cultured as Daps in the football world, But even if I win my next 2 games, So let's just say I win my next 2 games, I will end the season on 75 points. 74 points. That's 15 points.
Oh, okay.
Where I finished. Or what I finished on last season. That's a mad regression.
So in that case, are you telling me that the points you finish on in the league is the most important thing?
Not the most important thing, but it's an indicator of
how many points how many points did you get? When you went invincible, how many points did you get?
90.
100. Interesting. Anyway, let's move on.
Wait, what?
All right, let's move on from this one. The poll. And as Dab said, this is a Forest channel, but with 45% of the vote is Eddie Howe. In second place is Nuno with 32%.
Shock.
Slot
Nuno.
in third with 22%. And Arteta got 1%. Man, that must have been Hooks.
I didn't vote.
By the way, that question about the worst.
Yeah, Nico put it on. Let me bring that.
It's mad because if we get Champions League football and if we win the FA Cup, then. But I'm still saying Pep has had a fucking bad season, bro.
Yeah, because that's for your levels, bro. He's got his levels. Man City's levels are different.
First manager of the season.
Come on, man. You got a big expectation.
And
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be Ange, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right
But
about
Wolfie
that.
wins. Wolfie wins.
I don't care if he wins a trophy. I don't
Yeah,
care.
Hooks is
17.
right about that. I give him that one. Yeah, that,
Easily.
No, I'm sorry, man. I think
Amarim
It
is
can't be
close.
Ange if he wins the trophy. It can't be the worst.
Amarim is really
Has
close.
to be Amarim, isn't it?
Amarim is really close, but
Whoever loses it, isn't it,
it's
basically?
definitely Ange.
Do you know who's getting away with murder? Harry Potter. Let's be real, man. No
Graham.
one's talking
No,
about
he
what
only
bad
got it.
job
He only
he's done at
got it.
West Ham.
I think people are harsh
But
on
they
him.
just
don't
beat,
watch West
the
Ham, you
problem
know.
is,
I don't
Wolfie,
know.
they just beat Man U, which makes
Yeah,
it
that's
like,
true.
you know what I'm saying? Which makes like you can't even talk about Graham Potter because you have to speak about how bad Amarim's been because he's just Potter just beat him by
True.
2 goals.
And
Like-
Potter just got there, bro. Like I know West Ham fans are frustrated. I speak to some of them. You get what I'm saying, but I don't think we should get on. People should get on to him too much. Give him the summer and see what he does.
But then at this point, if we're looking at worst manager of the season, yeah, then ultimately we're going, right, well, Amarin still might win a trophy, yeah?
Doesn't matter.
Pep still might win a trophy, yeah? And then Postecoglou still might win a trophy.
Yeah.
We're looking at 3 managers.
So we saying Arteta then?
It's impossible for the brother that's been second all season, yeah, to be worse. Like I hear it, we want to do banter, we want to do trolling, but I beg, like
You
let's
did say you had a bad
Hooks, you
season.
end up in
We're
4th.
not doing
If
that,
you end up in
let's
4th,
be grown ups, man. Honestly, let's be grown up.
Let's be
All right, all right.
Let's
Let's.
be grown up, man. Let's be
but
Well, we
Hooks,
got
if you
Joey
end up in
here.
4th, bro. If you end
let's
up
be
in
grown up. Let's
4th,
be grown up. Let's be
Well, we
grown
got Joey here. I want to get his Chelsea take on tonight's game. Just before I do, we got 350 in here, and we're on 78 likes, guys. Get them likes up. Come on, we should be well over 100. All the
Yeah,
boys'
we get to
channels are
100.
linked in the
Come on now.
description. Make sure you're subscribing to them all. This is the running, man. There's 2 weeks or one more show of this next Friday. So make
Big
sure you're tuning in and everything because it all gets decided next week.
Trust me.
Uh,
Joey, cheers for the 3 points, yeah? Cheers, mate.
oh,
Cheers for the 3
Oh,
points.
no, last week. Oh, yeah. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
That's right, bro.
That's all right.
Joey, talk to me about tonight. Is this slam dunk?
Tonight,
Yeah.
I sure fucking hope so.
He does. I'm confident, bro. What are you
I
saying?
sure fucking hope so, bro. Bro, you have no idea how stressful today is for me overall in the sports world. Like, no. It's not just Chelsea, okay? My basketball team is in a closeout game too tonight. So, like, I am in the
Wait, who's
most
that?
stressful like mindset overall as a sports fan right now.
Who's
Okay,
that?
I'm just a stressful sports
Who
fan
do you
right
support?
now. Like
Who's the
everything
basketball
in my
team?
life is.
Who do you
stress.
support? Who do you support?
I'm a
Basketball
Knicks
wise?
fan.
Oh,
I'm a
my
Knicks
boy,
fan.
I think my boys just got to New York yesterday. I think he's going tonight still.
Oh boy, that's gonna be amazing,
I just quickly, Joey.
bro. That
Just
is
quickly,
gonna
Joey.
be amazing. You have
Yeah.
no idea how lit that shit's gonna be. That shit
I
is gonna be so lit.
I just quickly, Joey. Yeah. Who do you think's got it in the final game, Jokic or Shai?
Joker.
Bro, can we just talk football, bro? I
That
mean,
was
come on,
straight
man.
over my head. I'm like, what?
I know. Let's get back to this
Man, don't
Chelsea Man
understand
U
all
game,
that,
Joey.
bro.
No, I just think
Why
if
were
we
you not
score
showing
first-
chest when you answered the question?
I
That's what I
score
want.
first. If we score first, no doubt in my mind. If we score first, no doubt in my mind we win. No doubt in my mind we win. If
But
they
who
score
scores
it's a
first?
draw.
Who scores?
For us?
Yeah.
Shit. That's the. I'm hoping it's fucking Cole Palmer wakes the fuck up.
Shout
Finally.
out to Andy, man.
Literally, bro. I'm hoping Cole Palmer wakes the fuck up, bro. Because that's what it. I need somebody to wake up in this team and score. Because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Nico Jackson just put us in the most he did the most selfish thing any footballer could have done.
That
at
was
the end
funny, man. You're better off without him, Joey. Anyway, I promise you.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
better off without.
Stop it.
When he was sent off, bro, you man
What
started putting us
happened?
under the ropes. Second
What
half.
happened?
Nico Jackson elbowed, was it Botman? I think it was Botman.
Looked at him
in the
twice,
face.
Botman or
and then
Nico
like,
Jackson
Got sent
box
off.
man.
Newcastle were
with your
dominating the game, and then when he got sent off, suddenly Chelsea played like a
bro,
proper
we were
team
on the
with
ropes,
10 men.
bro. Stress.
Wow.
We had him.
Sometimes that happens.
We should have scored. We should have tied that
Yeah.
game. I
Until
mean, I know
Bruno
Bruno
got what he
scored
did,
that last
yeah.
one. It was a deflection, and kudos to him. But
yeah, it could go.
no,
It could
kudos
go.
to him. I gave him his props. Kudos to
I know,
him.
but
But
I
I
hate
thought we
whenever
should
it's
have tied the
deflection.
game.
Why did they put it in there all the time? It's deflection. Why can't it just be?
Because it was a
nice goal?
deflection. What do you want? It was a deflected goal.
So go. So Joey.
It was a deflected goal.
I can't remember. I can't see good anyway. I got bad eyes. I can't see.
No, but I thought we should have tied it, bro. We should have tied it in that game.
No, definitely.
But I
You
do
had-
think we
you-
win this game. I really think it's going to end up being something like a 3-1, something like that.
I tell you what, if United I tell you what, Wolfie.
I just don't
If
see why
somehow
United
United
would
and
play
Tottenham
all
do
their
us a
players.
favour, it changes everything. But it ain't happening.
I will take everything back I've ever said about Spurs and United. Do you know my fate
You won't
completely is
about
in the
United.
hands
You
of
won't,
United?
You won't about
Desperate now,
United.
boy.
You won't about United.
Yeah, because they have
I
to
won't
play
about
Villa
United.
too.
Maybe for half an hour. But my fate is completely in United's hands. This is how things have turned on me, man. United are in control because they've got you and they got Villa.
Villa afterwards. Yep.
Crazy. It's
And
crazy.
the fact that Villa got Tottenham and Man U back to back at the end of the season.
It's insane. It's insane. Let me just catch up on the super chats. Craig with the £2. He goes, Chelsea Forest draw next 2, Arsenal lose next 2. Got a toon badge there, man. I wonder why he's saying that. Shout out to you, Craig, for the £2. Andy with the 199 says, forget yesterday. Ask Hooks about this morning. You've been running your mouth again, Hooks.
No. Do you know what?
I gotta go though, guys. I hope you guys.
Yeah,
Big up, Joey.
Catch up soon.
It's about what we spoke about off stream.
Oh,
Remember
what?
what we
Oh,
spoke about? Yeah.
oh, that
Hold on.
one.
Does that mean? Hold on. Does that mean it was from Andy?
Was it you, Andy?
How does Andy know about it?
Wait, have you said about it on stream, Hooks?
Andy.
Yeah. I
Oh,
spoke
right.
about it on the stream in the morning.
You said about it on
Andy.
stream. All right. If you know, you know, kind of thing. Shout out to Andy. And shout out to Mark with the £5. He says, I reckon the 3 coming up are better quality than 3 going down. So Man U and Spurs could be in trouble next season. Bro, I am here for a Man U Spurs relegation every day of the week, man. Shout out to you, Mark, with the £5.
I actually think we need to appreciate where Spurs, like, it's a shame that one of them are winning a trophy, yeah, because we could look at this season, however shit my season's been, to look back at a season where Spurs and Man United have been this shit, yeah. And let's be honest, however much we hear that Spurs have fucking beat Man United 3 times this season, it is a final. Bro, you know United are winning that, innit?
I think
Scumbag
so,
in it
to be
all
honest.
day, all day.
Scumbag.
I'm backing Spurs, though.
Bro, even in the season where I can laugh at Man United's league position, yeah, it's fucking annoying, like really annoying that we've only managed to take 1 point off of them this season and they're going to end up the season with a trophy.
But you know this is all your fault, yeah?
Yeah, and they're here because of... And that's, by the way, one of the things where I think MCFC lads said it on the overlap when they said about, are you beating Palace? He said, well, we can't act like, you know, it's a guarantee to beat a mid-table team in the final because last season we played a mid-table team in the final and we lost.
Mental.
And you gave them Europe, and now they're going to scumbag from that to Champions League.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with the 1-1-5.
And it took you took Europe. You took a Conference League from us.
Yeah,
And I lost
took it
to
easily.
Man
You
United.
won for a goal. Yeah.
Mental,
Wolfie,
bro.
you seen who our chairman's been with in the last 24, 48 hours.
Oh gosh.
Who?
Just signed a little deal with, you know, Donald Trump and that, you know, just there with Donald, normal things. But if you lot still think we're being found guilty of 115, yeah, when this guy literally...
I'm not saying you're going to be found guilty of 115. I'm saying there's a lot of brown envelopes flying around.
All
bro.
I'm saying is
all
I'm saying is you should have pushed some more brown envelopes, yeah? Because fucking one charge and you fucked it up.
I actually hope that you don't get found guilty, personally.
We're not.
They won't get found guilty. No chance. No
Tell them
chance.
this thing, bro. Every year it's the same. Every 2 years it's like, oh, this another process, bro. Ain't nothing happening to them. I've been saying it years ago. Nothing's happening to City, bro.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yo, what is this stream I missed, man? I've seen most of your streams apart from this one this morning. Andy with the 499 says, yo, Hooks, you remember the lyrics to this song, but she whipped out a ... bigger than mine.
I don't remember the lyrics, but all I'm gonna say to give you and Daps, Specks probably has absolutely no clue what's going on.
What's going on, bro?
But remember what I said. Yeah, I'm just saying, if mine was like that, I wouldn't be sending to anybody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bro, I hear that.
This sounds a bit wild.
All right, that's
Yeah, it is wild. Just to confirm, it is wild. It is wild.
All right, boys, let's wrap up. And Jack, you can play along as well. The usual question: who's finishing top 5? Who's missing out? Let's do it that way.
This is a real total question for me. I want to get involved. Who's missing out?
Yeah, he's missing out. Yeah. Wait, don't. By the way, just remember you said it's a rhetorical question. Yeah. You hope that we do not beat you on Sunday, because then it doesn't become a rhetorical question, especially if Man City, Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest win. So just
Who
bear
are
that in
Forest
mind.
playing? Sorry, quickly. Who are Forest
We
playing?
got West Ham. West Ham. Away on Sunday.
When? Fuck
Sunday,
me, not
Sunday.
Monday for once. Okay.
Sunday, yeah. But we're the last team. I think we're the last ones to go
West
again.
Ham
No.
away,
I
you
think
know.
Newcastle are either half 4 with Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is.
I
Bro.
think
know
you
it's a
are.
Sunday,
I
bro.
think we're 2 p.m. or about 2 or 2:15. That
I think
weird
we're
time.
4:30. I'm not sure, but
So no,
to the
I think the two below us should answer it, Wolfie, because I think us and you are a bit uncertain. But those two below, they're going to get it. So you two answer Hooks and
Go on.
but
I think Chelsea and definitely I think Chelsea will miss out somehow. And for some reason, I just think Forest, they just flopped it with that Leicester game. I honestly think that's going to be the game they're going to look back on. And
Yep.
it's sad. Because first one that game, boy, you get me?
Party
But
time.
that game, out of all the games in this season, that was the one. No wonder why the chairman came out and tried to change the narrative. No, he came out, he was pissed, bro.
yeah. After, I guess even more so, Wolfie, it's after seeing us draw with Southampton.
Yes.
That's what's mental.
Not
But it's all mind games, though. This is about the mind games, or not mind games, but like you think first we should be able to at home. Your chairman was there, bro. He thought, yep, easy 3 points. We're at home. The crowd's behind us. Let's do this. You get me? Remember that game, you actually qualified for Europe. That should have been the biggest celebration.
Exactly,
so it shows
bro.
how far Forest have come for them to be pissed. Like, yo, you get what I'm saying? But it's not over yet, though. Like I said, City's not guaranteed. Even though I think we're going to beat Arsenal. If we don't, then it's not guaranteed. It'll come to the wire either way, I think. For either
Just before I come,
or by Newcastle.
I've got the Man U team sheet here. What are you boys saying? That's pretty strong, for Man U standards.
Yeah,
Onana, Lindelof, Mazraoui, Maguire as the back 3. What's he done in the middle? Has he gone Mount and Fernandez?
Ahmad's back.
Ahmad's back, yeah.
He's been back already, though.
Oh no, he's got Casemiro.
Yeah. So I think it'll be Casemiro and Mount, or Casemiro and Fernandez, and then either Mount and Ahmad, or
Mount will be in the 10 with Ahmad, won't he?
Maybe.
And then then obviously Højlund up top, and then Shaw left wing back, Dorgu right.
So where's Dorgu playing then? Right.
Actually, Shaw could actually be left centre back, and then it could be Mazraoui or Lindelof.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Oh, it's a decent lineup, but it's like I said, it doesn't matter who you put out the personnel. It's if they're tapped out or not.
Is it a decent lineup, really?
For them, for their standards.
When I say decent, I mean decent enough.
For them.
Like, well, Daps, you would say this Man United team shouldn't be where they are in the league, period. I would say that anyway. With the players individually. I
mean, he hasn't put the kids out, has he?
Yeah. Well, bruv, it all depends if they're tapped out, like I said. The personnel's there enough.
The thing is, I need more the Villa game than the Chelsea game. Chelsea winning or losing technically doesn't change the scenario with me. You get me? Villa needs to drop points.
Well. That would be a beautiful thing.
A Villa and Chelsea dropping points would be beautiful, but unfortunately with Villa, they're at home and they're at home against Tottenham and the fucking shit Tottenham, right?
Yeah,
well, they're 3 points
against Palace. That defense was absolute. They should have got 1,000 lashes each for that, man. That defensive, that was weird, bro. That game.
But Wolfie, this West Ham away game for you.
I'm not confident, bro. I ain't confident.
Could be techie. It could be a little bit techie, bro.
There is a little bit of me that says, like, you know what for us to do? They'll either go and win their next 2 games and not get Champions League, and then that really will piss me off. Do you get me? For the Leicester game, right? So in a way, it's like, if we're not going to get it, let's just blow it off from the West Ham game and just be done, get a draw or something. Get 6th, and then
you still got to try, bro, because you never know what will happen. You never know, bro.
And I need your boys, Daps. What are you saying this weekend, man? Because are you going to leave that Europa Conference in the league, or are you going to change it into a Europa spot?
No, we're winning the league. We're winning the cup. We're winning the cup.
All right, he's saying that. Okay,
we're winning the cup. I think. Do you know what? Say it, but Palace are a good team. I just think know-how. I think know-how will get it done.
They're okay. They have their moments, bro. Get me? Sometimes they kind of hold a corner.
Good, man.
We get him a corner. City get him a corner already in the league.
Yeah.
Like, it all depends, innit? Eze's a little form right now, but it all depends, bro. I can't see City losing that final.
Do you know why? Do you know why this weekend is a very special weekend for me? Because if I draw to Newcastle, at minimum, or Wolfie draws or doesn't win, I get a public apology from Wolfie for all the rubbish that he's been talking from January about finish above Arsenal when Arsenal won't finish in the top 5.
I can always remember that.
Is that your trophy this season?
I get my public apology.
All right.
I will savor that. It will be such. Imagine that in my first, well, technically not a full season, but of streaming, I get a public apology from Mr. Big Forest Fan TV. I cannot wait. It's gonna be beautiful.
You can put that along the We Beat Real Madrid trophy if you want, bro.
Yeah. Andy's already apologized for it, so you will be next. Yeah, Andy already apologized.
Oh, Andy's apologized. Andy's apologized. Yeah, and Andy needs to stop running his mouth so much. That's the problem. Hooks, but give me your 2 that are missing out, bro.
Do you know what?
You've been giving me hope because you've been constant saying Forest again top 5, bro. I want an apology back if it don't happen.
Wait, why am I apologizing for your failure?
Because you gave me hopium, bro. You gave me hopium, bro.
You know what? This game week, I think, decides it all. But I would say if I was to go from like before these games being played, I would have to say it's really looking like probably Chelsea and Forest that will miss out on the Champions League spots. However, just as how bad Tottenham are, Tottenham also have that Man United gene where they can just pull something random out of the bag that you never expected. So I have you down to beat West Ham. I have Forest down to beat West. I don't think it will be like a big scoreline. I put 2-1 Forest. And then it's just down to can you beat Chelsea at home, which I think you can do, but you could easily draw that game as well, which would, do you know what I mean? So, but as it stands, probably Chelsea and Forest miss out because I see Villa beating Tottenham and Man United.
It could be crazy. It could be crazy tonight. Daps, what are you saying to finish off? Who's missing out?
I agree.
Man City and who?
No, I don't think we are.
After all that talk about the maybe this, that, and the other, you're not missing out.
That's why I'm not certain. And like you try and do all the maths and whatever, but I'm not. We could be in it. I think Newcastle get top 4. Who's Villa's last game against?
They've got Man U away.
Yes,
do you know what? They really struggle at Old Trafford.
I hate the Villa are going to get it, because Josh is. I love Josh, but he's such a prick.
It's going to be unbearable.
I know, I love Josh, but he is such a prick. So, but I do think Villa get it. So I think it's between us, Forest, and Chelsea. And I think because of the fact that you and Chelsea play each other, I don't know, man. It does help us. I'm going to say Forest and Chelsea as well.
Interesting. All right, we will wrap it up there because there's 2 big games on tonight, and we're gonna have to cheer Spurs and United on, boys. Like,
I'm not watching either.
Oh my god, I'm gonna watch till Villa score their first goal, and then I'm calling it on
that
it.
Villa game, bro, is that in?
It's dead. I've got a little bit of hopium with Spurs.
You gotta have hope, man. You gotta have hope.
You gotta have hope. Exactly. Listen, make sure you subscribe to all the boys. The links are in the description. All you gotta do is click on it. It's the blue bit next to their name. Make sure you've hit the like button and subscribed here as well. And yeah, I guess come on Spurs, and I can't even say it, man.
The rags, call them the rags, or call them the swamp. Call them the swamp.
Exactly. We'll see you guys next week on this one for the final episode of this. Come on, you Reds.